So the acorn is the fruit of the oak tree. And can you see it's growing in a little cup off the branch? And then it starts off green, and then as it ripens, it turns brown like this one I have here. And then it will either fall off onto the ground, or a bird called a jay or a squirrel might take it and bury it for food later on. But if they forget about it, it might grow into another oak tree. So it's the end of summer, the beginning of autumn here. Now I'm looking at this tree, so the leaves are still green. And when the leaves are green in the summer, that's when the oak makes its food. And the food is what puts the extra wood around the trunk every year. So it takes carbon dioxide and sunlight and water and makes food, which is incredible. And it also makes the oxygen that we need to breathe. So we couldn't live without trees. Now, depending on when you are looking at your oak tree, in the summer it will have green leaves like this. In the autumn, the leaves will turn a lovely orangey brown colour. And in the winter, have a look at the ground, because you might find dead leaves that have fallen down and they're being broken down for bugs and fungi to feed on. And in the spring, you'll see little buds where new leaves are going to grow. So whatever the season, there's always something interesting to look for on the branches. So you probably know you can work out a tree's age. If you cut a tree down, you can count the rings of the wood in the trunk, and it will tell you how many years the tree has been alive. But we don't want to cut our trees down, do we? So there's another way to get an idea of how old they are. So you can either get a tape measure like this, or a nice long piece of string. If you go round, all the way around the outside of the trunk, about this high up, and measure the circumference of the trunk. And then you can look online on the Woodland Trust website, and there's a table which will tell you roughly how old your tree is. So this one is about 90 years old, I think.
What Did the Trees See? Written by Charlotte Gillane, illustrated by Sam Usher, and published by Welbeck.